The smallest towns tend to have the biggest histories, and Marietta is certainly no exception. Since its establishment in 1788 as the first settlement in the Northwest Territory, Marietta has lived a truly adventurous life, with fires, floods, and more lurid experiences coloring its past. This history has caused Marietta to develop some interesting, and in one case famous, ghost stories. Let's take a look at a couple of the stories that have given Marietta a reputation for restless spirits, starting with its most famous, the Lafayette Hotel.
So the Lafayette Hotel is supposedly the most haunted hotel in Ohio. It is down by the river in a spot that actually had a couple other buildings there before. First was the mayor's house, and then the Bellevue Hotel, both of which burned down, and then the Lafayette was built on top of it. The ghost story that we have from the Lafayette is believed to be the ghost of S. Durwood Hoig, who was the owner of the Lafayette for a large portion of its history, and he absolutely loved his hotel. He was very, very involved in, the decorating. He was always promoting it. He was very involved in public life in Marietta in general. He especially loved the gun room, which is a small little restaurant in the hotel, decorated with antique long guns on the wall, hence the name. He spent a lot of time there during his life, and would, kind of like hold court, have meetings at like his favorite table in the gun room. And so one of the stories that we have about the Lafayette is that waitresses in the gun room, usually when they've just opened the restaurant, will see a man, usually dressed in brown, sitting at a corner back, at a table back in the corner. They'll try to speak to him, say, "Can I get you anything?" And he won't respond. Then they'll go to the kitchen to go get him some coffee to start him out for the morning. And when they come back out with the coffee, he's gone. And so the idea is that is Mr. Hoig just hanging out in his favorite room in the Lafayette. There's other activity, mostly on the third floor, which is where Mr. Hoig lived when he owned the hotel. Things there like things going missing all the time, strange items being placed in people's luggage that they didn't put there, and also just workers feeling very uncomfortable, like someone's behind them. A couple people have said that they've, experienced, hearing things or being touched, things like that. And then down on the first floor, apparently in the middle of the night, whoever is manning the reception desk on the first floor in the lobby, in the middle of the night, they will see the elevator go from the first floor all the way up to the 6th floor. The Lafayette doesn't have a 6th floor. The 6th floor is the roof, because there was originally, Mr. Hoig was thinking of adding a penthouse up there. And so only, like the manager and like the head of maintenance have a key to actually make the elevator go up to the 6th floor. But apparently in the middle of the night, it is not uncommon for the elevator to start at the 1st floor, go all the way up to the 6th floor, and then come back down with no one in it and no one to activate that key.
Now that we've heard about the most nationally acclaimed ghost haunt in the city, let's look at a local legend that tells a truly chilling tale of infidelity turned murder. Our story starts on Ohio Street, once an area of town full of brothels and other illicit hangouts. When a wealthy man from town began a relationship with a woman from one such establishment and failed to be discreet, the rumor mill circulated wildly, casting shame and embarrassment upon his family.
So one night, his oldest son followed his father down to Ohio Street, watched him go into the LaBelle, and saw a light go on the second floor of the building. So he followed his father in, carrying an axe, went up to the second floor, saw that one door was locked. So he opened that door, found his father in bed with this woman he had been having the affair with, and supposedly, in one swipe, cut his father's head off. So the woman is in bed, is, screaming hysterically because her lover's just been killed. The son then also starts screaming and is absolutely horrified at what he's done. He runs down the stairs. And so there's been like this horrible, horrible murder at this hotel. And the idea is that this horrible scene has caused a residual haunting in the LaBelle, which is now called the Levy House. And the way that it manifests is that people will hear someone going up the stairs to the second floor, stopping on the landing, and then running back downstairs out of the building. And that is thought to be the son in ghost form, going up, committing the murder, and then running back out of the room horrified.
We may never know where some of our stories start, but we can see the ending in the history that develops over time. This has been Sam Rubadue at WCMO NewsCenter 15.